this is the interview. Okay. So, Mick, tell me about yourself.
Well, my name is Mick Faulkner. I've been living in Australia for about 25 years. I had all my family here except my eldest, who was 3 when we moved over. I've lived in Sydney for a little while, but lived most of my life on the Gold Coast while I've been in Australia.
So, what is it that you do?
The sort of work I do is a bit hard to describe. I'm in the computing industry. I work mainly in the security space, protecting customers in cyberspace, so bad people from the outside. My last role was to control the intrusion protection systems that were controlling the traffic coming in for the Commonwealth Games. That's probably my biggest claim to fame, I suppose. And I was responsible for the firewalls and a lot of the security that went about around that.
But that's not what you're really into. What are you actually into? What do you want to do?
It was never IT. Obviously, just paid the wages. My real passion is music. I've been a guitarist probably for about 25 years. I put down the guitar for a little while. I for about 5 years, I was playing guitar and learned how to play and played all the sort of normal type pop songs, but that wasn't really what I enjoyed doing. My favourite genre is jazz, and I've always wanted to play jazz, but it's a very difficult thing to play. But when I actually put the guitar down once I had a family, I stopped playing for about 10 years. And then when I actually got back into play by accident, it was through a friend who was learning to play the guitar, and I was teaching them some chords, and the passion came back. I then decided to actually play what I wanted to play. And for about the last 8 years, I've been concentrating on jazz and jazz fusion and rock fusion, which is where I really am passionate about. And my playing has got stronger and stronger and stronger.
So all that strong playing, what's it led to? What are you doing right now?
It's funny, actually, you should be saying that. I'm actually auditioning for a band. They play jazz standards, and they play sort of 80s soul, funk, sort of groove sort of stuff. And yeah, it's pretty hip hop, and it's very enjoyable actually playing this type of music. I haven't been actually playing sort of pop type jazz for a long time, so it's quite nice, and it's quite exciting to actually be involved. I'm actually going for an audition on Sunday. Hopefully they might like my playing, and hopefully I like them. I've listened to a bit of their stuff, and it sounds really cool, so I really would enjoy being a member of that band, I think.
Speaking of this band, you told me a bit earlier, there's a few interesting members there a part of it.
Yeah, one of them has actually been on the X Factor. One of the singers is been on the X Factor recently, and she did quite well apparently. I don't actually follow the X Factor, so I'm not exactly sure what she was doing. I saw some clips on YouTube, and she's a pretty explosive singer. And some of the guys that are involved in this band as well have actually played with some really famous people. Like one of them has been playing with Lionel Richie and Chaka Khan. So, this could be quite a serious band for me to step into. So I'm a bit excited about that,
You'd be good after all those years of training and getting ready to actually put it to use in a big band.
Yeah, well, the thing was actually, I've been playing just to myself. I actually did a gig about 10 years ago with the Workplace band. I never did anything since then, never played in front of an audience. So it's going to be interesting. I touched base with one of the guys just recently as well, and we've been doing some jamming together. And it's been really interesting. This guy's improved, I've improved, so I might be doing a bit of collaborative stuff with him shortly as well. There's a talk of an upcoming gig on the Tambourine Mountain, so it'll be very interesting to sort of get myself out in front of an audience. So even if this band that I'm going for on Sunday doesn't work out, I've still got some collaborative work with some other people that I'm working with. So I'm hoping to really start pushing this music side now. Now my family are grown up, I can get back onto working on my passion. you know, who knows where it will go.
So we've got a couple of creative projects. So there's Tambourine Mountain gig at the end of the year. Do you have any details about it that you could say?
I believe it's for some art festival that's going on in November the 18th, I believe. And so and it's quite a big audience, apparently, from what I've been told. I'm going to be doing a few numbers with this guy, my colleague. And it's basically just going to be a sort of duo thing where I'll be playing lead guitar and he'll be playing accompaniment. We'll have some recorded material, obviously, because, you know, we can't play all the instruments all at the same time. So there'll be some percussion stuff going on in the background. So, again, something I'm a bit excited about. I have a YouTube channel as well that I've been contributing to for quite a while. And I do sort of guitar tutorials. Because a lot of the stuff that I play, I've never been able to find actually on YouTube. And I've actually pulled a lot of information from YouTube. It's been very useful to me as I've been learning. So I just thought it would be good to give something back. So when I see something that's not been shown or explained very well and that I know it, then I'll go and put it out on YouTube.
So another creative project for your YouTube and SoundCloud.
Yeah, I still like doing this YouTube and SoundCloud stuff, and I'll continue to do that even if I start becoming a more busy musician, because I feel that music is one of these things that it's a great leveler, and to be honest with you, I believe it's good therapy. You know, to understand an instrument, you might be stressed. I mean, I get stressed in my job. You know, my job is very stressful sort of work, and I find a lot of comfort in playing music after work, and it's great. Don't need a psychiatrist if you've got a guitar.
So, and just so people can find you, what would be the details for your SoundCloud and your YouTube channel?
I use the same name every time. It's called Noiseless Pups, so it's NOISELESSPUPS. And so if you check out SoundCloud, just put in Noiseless Pups, all one word, you'll see my channel. And if you put in YouTube, well, obviously that's where my sort of tutorials are, my user handle is Noiseless Pups. Check it out. I mean, it's, you might find something useful. You might find nothing useful, but, you know, I think personally, if one person learns from what I do, I think it's worth doing it.